What's going on, guys? Oscarmini here, and I've had the Infinix Hot 7 for a couple weeks now. Using it as my daily driver for like 3 days, and I found some things amazing about the smartphones and some little things I don't like about the device. So in this video, I'm going to do a review and share my opinion and thoughts with you guys on what I think about the Infinix Hot 7. So without taking much of your time, yo guys, let's get started. So right off the bat, the Infinix Hot 7 really looks like the Infinix Hot 6X while looking at them from the front of the devices. I mean, you'd mistake one for the other unless you turn these devices to their back. So speaking of the design of the Infinix Hot 7, it's really made of plastic, and even though it feels cheap and plasticky, it actually looks amazing. One amazing thing about the design is that you have a gradient at the rear of this device. So other things on the device, like the design of this device, include the regular things we've found on most entrance level devices in 2019, like having all the buttons to one side, the headphone jack at the top, backfiring speakers, and the micro USB port downwards. But other than that, this is a decent device design-wise. A side note, one thing I dislike about placing all the buttons on one side is that while trying to register my fingerprint, I always accidentally hit the power button, and this turns off the display of this smartphone. So it's not something I really like, but I don't know if that's going to be a deal breaker for you guys. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Now moving over to the display of the Infinix Hot 7, you have a 6.2-inch HD Plus display with a notch at the top. This is something I dislike, the notch. So I usually would turn it off while using the smartphone because the notch is really big. It's a massive notch and I don't like it. Another problem about the notch is that while you launch apps like the Play Store, you have a notification pane a little lower than the level of the notch. This is something we also found in the Infinix Hot 6X, and I thought maybe Infinix were going to run an update or something and don't let it come over to the Infinix Hot 7, but we still found it down here. So I hope this is something that can be fixed via a software update. And one amazing thing I loved about the display is that it's really usable outdoors. The only annoying thing I found about the display, it's an HD Plus display, which doesn't make it a full HD display. So you won't be able to buffer your videos at full HD. It's always going to be 720p on YouTube. Unless you're someone like me who picks up peeps, I don't think there's going to be a major problem coming at this price point. Moreover, that also saves your battery life. So it's something you're losing to gain something else. So talking about the battery on the Infinix Hot 7, you have a 4000 mAh battery here. This device would always last me a full day use without me looking for where to plug in this device during the day. So a 4000 mAh battery with a 6.2-inch HD display, which is in full HD, that's a perfect combo to have an amazing battery life on a smartphone like this. It usually would take me about 2 hours give or take to charge this device to the brim. The charging speed on the Infinix Hot 7 is pretty decent. Talking about performance on this device, it's just basically things you expect from an entry-level device. It isn't the fastest in the world. It runs Android 8.1 Oreo, and we don't have anything extraordinary. You could easily multitask and run your basic games and apps on this device without running into a glitch. But it isn't something that would take you into heavy gaming and all that kind of stuff on this device. But pretty much this display is one of the best things I've found about this smartphone. Moving over to the camera of the Infinix Hot 7 and Hot 7 Pro. On this device, this particular variant I have here, we have two cameras at the rear, which include a 13 megapixel main shooter and the depth sensing camera at the rear. So you have this modes like the portrait modes. You can have this shot with that nice bokeh, and you have modes like the AI mode where the camera detects what's best for you, what's best for what you're shooting, the beauty mode, which makes you look plasticky and all that. While at the front, you have an 8 megapixel front-facing camera with an LZ flash also. So I'm going to be showing on the screen some of the shots we had with this camera, and you'll see for yourself what they look like. The Infinix Hot 7 comes in different variants, which includes the 1GB, 2GB, and 3GB variants. The 3GB variant is the Pro version of the smartphone. So you expect to have more multitasking abilities from the 3GB variant. We have a 32GB internal memory on this device also. But if you want to know most of the things that come, like the specs and things that come out of the box of this device, I have an unboxing video and first impression video where you can check it out. I'll be linking it down in the description below. So these are the basic things I've noticed about the Infinix Hot 7 I'm sharing with you guys. But some of the things I found annoying about this smartphone include, so just straight out of the box, while booting this device for the first time, I started getting all those notifications and ads from, I don't know, maybe Infinix. I mean, they threw a lot of bloatware on this device, and that's something I dislike about smartphones. The most annoying thing about some of these apps is that for some reason you can't uninstall them. Why don't you give us Android devices on a clean slate? Throwing the XOS launcher here was enough, but giving us all those notifications and ads at the top, like in my notification, it's really crazy. If I needed that, I'll go installing those apps myself and not having it out of the box. So who is the Infinix Hot 7 for? If you're a student who needs an entry-level device or smartphone that can last you a period of 1 year and run your basic tasks, take photos, not the greatest in the world, and has a bright display, then this is a smartphone for you. If you're someone who has something like the Infinix Hot 6X and you're considering going for an upgrade, you'd rather stick with what you have. So the Infinix Hot 7 is just a device for those who are just coming from a way lower Android device. So basically you have a nice looking device with a bright screen, capped at 720p and decent camera and display. The display on this device is really vibrant though. It's something I've come to love and I find amazing. Some things I'd like to throw out for you guys who will be eventually getting the smartphone would include throwing launcher, something like Nova launcher on this device, turning off the notch. I dislike that, although that's a matter of preference. I don't know for you guys, but I dislike that. And using a case for this device, I know that's going to cover up the whole gradient thing happening at the back, but this is a fingerprint magnet and I don't like the way it looks with all my prints on it. The display is quite amazing. It's vibrant, it's colorful, it's saturated, because I tend to find it hard to believe that this is an HD Plus display. So for the price tag of roughly $110 or close to 40,000 naira, of which I got this device, I think the Hot 7 is worth every penny. And there you have it, the review of the Infinix Hot 7. If you did love this video, be the cool guy or girl who gives us a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe if you haven't also. Other than that, it's goodbye. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Cuidate.